Hi guys, and welcome back. Um, some people have been talking about doing some screen comparisons against several monitors, and this is about all I got, so this is what I'm going to compare against. In the middle is the new Y50. On the right is my work laptop, a W520, and on the left is one of the monitors from my desktop computer. So, um, anyway, it's very doubtful that this is going to show up on the camera. Um, and I have managed to get some screen recording software, but I figured before I add that to the end of this video, I would just at least maybe show it through the camera at first. So over here, this is the W520 that I have for work. And what a lot of people have said, at least on the Y50, that the yellows and the whites, kind of mash together, sort of, or that the whites on the Y50 tend to kind of have a yellowish tint. So I'll probably focus in on the yellow and white areas mostly. But anyway, here is kind of a generic color chart for the W520. And then over here is the same color chart on the new Y50. I can tell you just from looking at both of those screens between the two Lenovo laptops that although I don't see the white necessarily taking on any kind of tint or yellowish tint, it definitely isn't as bright and crisp as the W520. But hopefully, like I said, when I do the screen recording, hopefully that'll show up a little bit better. And then over here is an NEC monitor that I have for my desktop computer. And I'm also going to throw a screen share or a screen recording of that on too. So without further ado, let me set that up, and I'll splice that into the end of this video and hopefully discuss which ones are which, and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. Okay, so the screen capture that you're seeing right now is the new Lenovo Y50. And anyway, I wanted to point out the white area as opposed to the yellow area. And you can see that a little bit better down here too, I think. So, in my opinion, there's definitely a big difference between the whites and yellows. And I don't really see, at least from my perspective, that the white areas take on any kind of yellowish tint. But anyway, I wanted to show this color chart, and then we'll move on to the W520 next. So I'll be right back. Okay, so what you're looking at this time is the Lenovo W520, my work laptop. So pretty much the same as the Y50 screen capture I did for that. So I'll go ahead and scroll it down here so that we can see these yellows against these whites. Again, I don't know how well this is going to show up on the video capture, given with YouTube compression and all that. So I don't know, maybe an HD version would show it a little bit better. So anyhow, I wanted to show the W520. Before I leave this screen, one thing I will mention is out of all the monitors that I showed at the beginning of the video, this by far is quote-unquote the brightest. So that's that, and next I will screen record my NEC monitor, and we'll compare that too. So be right back. Okay, so what you're looking at this time is my desktop NEC monitor.
And this will be pretty quick. One thing to note is the resolution on this particular monitor isn't as big as the two Lenovo laptops. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Let me see if I can find out real quick. Okay, so the resolution on this particular screen is 1680 by 1050. But anyhow, for the purpose of comparing the two or three, I wanted to make sure I got you guys this one too. So I think that'll do it for this. And then I'll be right back with somewhat of a summary. Okay, so what you're looking at here is a split screen of the three different monitors. The one on the left is the Y50, the one in the middle is the W520, and the one on the right is the NEC desktop monitor. Just looking at this in my little preview window for the video, I'm not sure if we'll even be able to tell on the video if the Y50 is a little washed out or not. Maybe you'll have to take my word for it. But like I said, it's not a huge deal. Anyway, so I wanted to give you some comparisons of all three of them next to each other. And I guess that's it for this screen. On to the summary.
Okay, so in summary, um, I think the W520 on the right there by far has the brightest screen of all the resolution or all the monitors. And I don't know, I guess that one just kind of looks the best. The Y50 in the middle here, um, it looks great, but I wouldn't say it's as bright or as vivid as the W520. And then my NEC desktop monitors, well, I threw that in there just kind of as another comparison. And, it's not a laptop or anything, so I'm sure there's different display tech specs to it and all that, but I figured I would throw that in there too since I have it. Um, anyway, so I hope that helps a little bit with some of the coloring and bleeding and overall concerns with the Y50 laptop monitor. All in all, I think it works perfectly. Um, but if you're one that's looking for super, super vivid, um, this screen may not be the best for you, or you may not be super, super happy with it. Um, anyhow, so that's all. And until the next time, I guess that's it. And if you guys have any other ideas for videos or comparisons or anything I can do with this laptop, feel free to let me know and I can try to throw a video out there. Thanks.